Hi, hello, how are we? Welcome back to my channel. It's Anna. So, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so I figured we should do something in honor of this holiday. And before you say, Anna, I don't want to do something for Valentine's Day, I don't have a Valentine, stop right there. Let me be your Valentine. Will you be my Valentine? There, now you have one, and now we can celebrate. So now that we have that taken care of, we have that out of the way, I have been obsessed with Animal Crossing recently. I don't know if I'm late to the party. Well, I know I am late to the party, but that's fine, I'm here nonetheless. I figured, because Animal Crossing has such cute clothing, why don't we recreate one of the sweaters? And the sweater I chose is this one. I'll put it up on the screen. It is a sweater with a big fat red heart in the middle. Basically, how much more Valentine's Day can you get than that? I think it is so cute, and I think it is relatively, I think we can figure out how to do it. You know, I think we can get there pretty easily, so that's what we're gonna do today. So I am not using a pattern for this. I'm going to kind of make one as I go, like just figure it out as we go, work through it with you guys, show you guys where I went right, where I went wrong. I like making videos like this because it shows you guys that, you know, not everyone makes the perfect thing the first time around. It takes trial and error, and you gotta keep going, you know what I mean? But that does mean this video will not be a tutorial. So if you came here hoping that this would be a tutorial, I'm so sorry to let you down. It will not be a tutorial video, and I won't really be including how to do it. However, I will be talking about how I'm doing it throughout the course of the video, if that makes sense. But I'm not going to sit down and show you how to do it through and through, but I will be talking about how I'm doing it as I go. I know that was probably confusing, but if you stick around and want to watch, you'll see what I mean, and hopefully I'm clear enough that you guys can put the pieces together. I'm not totally sure how this video is gonna go, but this will not be a tutorial, is basically my point. So the yarn that I am using is the Red Heart Dreamy yarn in the shade Rose, because I think it's the perfect pink color. It's super duper soft, and it's a little bit bulkier for a medium weight yarn, which I really like, so it calls for a K hook. I'll have everything linked down below. And I do have red yarn, but I want to see if I can go to Joann's and get red yarn in this like type of yarn, in the dreamy yarn. If I can't, that's totally fine, but we won't be getting to the heart today, so I kind of figured we can reapproach the red topic as we get there, you know what I mean? So for now, we're just gonna be using this yarn to start the sweater. So in terms of how I'm gonna make this, like I said, I'm not going to be using a pattern. I'm just gonna be kind of winging it. So how I'm doing it is I took measurements of a sweater that I really like the fit, and I am going to base my sweater off of those measurements. So if you guys want to make this, and this is what I mean by this is not going to be a tutorial, but I'll be telling you guys what I'm doing as I go. If you guys want to try to do this along with me, basically take a sweater that you love the fit of, measure it, measure the width across and the height going up, and write those measurements down. And that's what I'm going to start by trying to do. I've seen some other people do it like this, and they've had success, so I'm hoping that this will work for me too. And if you guys want to try it out, that's what I'm starting with. Maybe I won't end there, but that's what we're starting with. So I think that's all I have to say to you guys now. So grab whatever project you're working on, grab your homework, grab a nice warm drink, grab a blanket, grab your Squishmallow, just hang out with me. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know down below if you guys like this style of video where I kind of take you guys along the process with me. And yeah, let's get started. 5 minutes later, the sun has now arrived and we are a third done with the front panel. Let me show you. This is what we have done. I'm making mine 19 inches across and 15 inches in height, and I made this panel 5 inches long, and then from here we will start putting the heart on the front once we get the red yarn. If you guys are trying to make this with me, with whatever measurements you're doing, I would say for the height, crochet the bottom to be 1/3 of the height. Does that make sense? So my entire height is 15 inches, 1/3 of that is 5 inches. That is the bottom, and then from there we will add the heart on the front. We will get to the back when we get to the back, and the arms, and so on and so forth. But for now, I'm going to be done because I need to go get some red yarn, but I will see you guys in just one moment. Hello, we are back. It has been a little over a week, maybe about a week. And I finally got around to getting some yarn. I got this yarn by Lion Brand, Color Made Easy. It is the same size, same weight and everything as the yarn that I am working on for the most of the sweater, the Red Heart Dreamy yarn, but I finally got around to getting some, and now I'm very excited because we are going to start creating the heart in the middle of the front panel of the sweater. Okay, so I went through and I did a little bit just to make sure I liked how this process was working. So let me do the best I can to explain to you guys what we're gonna do. To start it, find the middle of your row. That's what I did. I just used a measuring tape and marked it with a stitch marker, and then I started there, and I've been working up in various increments. And now for this row, go and crochet with your pink yarn until you get about 2 stitches away from your red in the middle. So now, as you can see, I am 2 stitches away from, maybe I'm 1 stitch, whatever, we're gonna stop here. I think this is, I'm gonna call it 2 stitches away from the red heart. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to grab my red yarn, and I'm going to finish the loop that I started, finish the single crochet that I started. I'm just going to tighten the pink a little bit, and now we are going to go through and work on the red. So I'm just weaving in the red end and the pink working yarn while I'm working on this row. And then once you get to that last single crochet in the row, you're going to start the single crochet, and before you finish it, finish that last loop, with your pink yarn. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to snip the red. You can also do what we did with the red, where you just weaved in the pink as you went. However, I found because the red is so dark, it really peeks through the color pink that I chose, and I just didn't like it. So I decided to cut it, and I will weave it in a little bit. If I have a little tail sticking out in the inside of my panel, I don't really mind. Kind of like what's happening right now. And then you're going to finish your row, and you're just going to keep doing that up until you get a heart. I hope that this made sense. Okay, so I like giving you guys updates when I'm doing my projects, and I am this far in. Let me show you. And I can't decide if I like the way it looks. I'm actually liking the way that it looks on camera a little bit more than in person. So my goal was to finish this front panel today, and I still might tonight, and if I do, I will show you guys. But for now, I am going to be done until probably tomorrow, because I like to sometimes take a step back and reassess the situation with fresh eyes. So if you are ever feeling frustrated about something and you think you might want to work with what you have, it's different if you like did something and you're like, no, I hate that, I want to redo it. But if you're thinking, okay, this could work, let me like try to figure this out, take a break from it and come back like the next day or a couple days later, or even a couple of hours later with fresh eyes, makes the world of a difference, makes you a lot less frustrated. So I am going to take a break and I'm going to play some Animal Crossing, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Hello, it is the next day and I decided to finish the front panel last night, so let me show you what it looks like. Here she is in all of her glory. So I am gonna have it go like here-ish on me, and it goes down to about my belly button, but there's gonna be ribbing on the bottom, so it'll go a teensy bit lower, and that's just how I wanted it to fit on me. But if you were attempting to make this with whatever this random video bad tutorial follow me along thing is, make it however you want to make it. But that is done, and I'm actually really proud of how the heart came out. I know I still need to tuck in some of the stray ends on the front, and I will do that, but for this being my first time doing something like this, I think it looks great. I am now going to go do basically this exact same thing, but for a back panel. The only difference is I might raise the back up a little bit, like the neckline, but I don't even know if I'll get to that tonight because I am literally so tired. I have been doing things and packing all day because I'm going back to school soon, so I'm trying to pre-record a little bit, but I'm very tired, so I'm looking forward to just like sitting and relaxing and crocheting, but I don't know how much I'm gonna get done tonight. So let's start on the back. Hello, I'm back after a bit. I haven't filmed in a while, but I just moved, as you guys can see. Maybe not really, because you're just basically looking at a white wall. I'm in a different place. I moved to my house at college, so I'm back here now, but because I've been packing and moving and stuff, I didn't end up really recording the back panel. It's finished though. I finished it all up. All done. We're ready to be sewn together, which is what we're gonna do right now. With the front panel, the heart one, but because I did it in such sporadic spurts, I didn't really sit down to film. You saw the front process, you saw part of the back, and now we're gonna go through and we are gonna sew it together. And what I'm gonna do is, this is the sweater that I've been using to reference the sizing, as I think I mentioned in the beginning of the video, but I'm going to go through and measure how far up they sewed on the side to make a hole for the sleeve, because I want it to mimic the shape of this sweater. I'm gonna go and measure, and then I'm gonna use some stitch markers to just mark them together, and then we will stitch the shoulders and the side together before starting the sleeve, which I think we're gonna do in a panel that will sew together down the back, or crochet together down the back, instead of working in the round.
that a human being, I'm going to make you take that chance. Things have been different for me ever since I met Hildy. I've never met anyone quite like her before.
This is what I have. We have sewn, or crocheted in my case, the sides together, and I realized that I made the top for around the neck a little too big. So I'm gonna go and try to adjust that a little bit, and then I will be back to start the sleeve. We fixed the top. Does it look a little bit wonky? Yeah, it does. I'm not too mad at it. It's like, if you don't look at it where you know along the neckline that I added stitches, I think it's okay. So I'm gonna keep it as is, and then I'm going to now measure how large I need my armholes to be by attempting to measure not only this armhole, but the arm of the sweater I'm basing this one off of. So I'm gonna do that, and then we will get started on making the arm. Number 2 is done. Only took a couple hours this time because I was able to move a little quicker, because yesterday I had a headache, so like I was in very slow-mo mode, you know. So now we have both done, and what we're gonna do is I'm just going to crochet them together, both sides, all the way down, make a tube, and then we will attach it to the base of the sweater, like the front and the back panels that we put together before. And then we're gonna try it on because I have to see how much edging I want to add all the way around. So that's where we are at. Okay. Listen, it's not done. We still have some like little ends sticking out and we have to finish it. But I am so excited. I didn't expect it to look this good. I am feeling really cute and I wasn't gonna try to finish it today, but I need to now. I feel like so cute. I feel like my little villager. So I ended up actually finishing the sleeves last night. I did both of the cuffs. So now we just have the bottom and the collar like around the neck to do. But I don't think that'll take too long. And then we are done. And then we have completed the whole thing. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now that the ends are finally in, you can really see the heart. And I think it actually turned out really nice, especially for our first attempt of doing something like this. And I know there's a specific name for this type of crocheting when you use different colors and you make like images with it. So if you know what that is, please comment below because I do not know what it is. But we are going to go ahead and we are going to finish this up and I am super excited. And I hope if you guys are following along with this very mediocre pattern, it's not a pattern, it's not, if you're following along anything I'm saying and attempting to make this, I hope it's turning out well. It is obviously dark out now. I spent the whole day just hanging out with my housemates instead of crocheting, but we are done with the sweater. Ladies and gents, we have done it. We have finished it. It only took me like 3 weeks, but here it is and I'm very excited and I think it's time to try it on because I want to see how it fits. Pardon all the noise and the bad lighting, but we have officially finished the sweater. I think it's very cute. I would have liked for the collar to be more of like a mock neck, but I made the around the neck part a little too big like we saw before, so I will take this and I think it looks cute, and the next time we try to make a sweater I will take what I learned from this one and not make the same mistakes. So this is what we have. And I think it's very cute. It's nice and toasty. I think the fit is really nice. The only thing I would change is the collar if I could go back and change it, but I'm not going to. So this is good enough for now. On that note, that is all I have for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this little Valentine's special that's been a couple weeks in the making. It was definitely very fun. There are plenty of sweaters on Animal Crossing that I want to recreate. So if you guys liked this concept, let me know and I'd be happy to do it again. And yeah, that's all I have for this week's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked today's video, make sure to like and subscribe for some more good vibes, and hit that post notification bell if you want to know every single time I post a brand new video. I post every Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so very dearly, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Bye everybody.